Alrighty then, it's time for a Nocturne game, and this one's going to be quite a rough one. Which one? Because I had to put on the carry pants in this one. Which two? I'll just tell you right now. I ended up muting everyone on my team. I couldn't stand the amount of fighting they had even at the beginning of the game. So I had to do this for myself. I had to carry this game, and like it might sound like I'm gloating or anything, but you'll see what I mean very, very quickly. Anyways, attack speed red with some attack damage reds mixed in there. Attack damage quints, armor yellow, magic resistance blues, 12, 18, 0 masteries. Now, I picked Nocturne in this game just because I felt like it, and I kind of feel Nocturne is one of the more underrated jungle carries, because the thing is, yeah, he doesn't have as much absolute devastation power as someone like Master Yi, but he's got tools to help you gank and help you actually control the fight a little. Anyways, watch this. Trundle is losing to top lane Annie because he keeps trying to fight her for whatever reason. As a result of the stupidity I've been watching him do, I just decided to completely steal all his farm. I was pretty much tilting prior to this game, because I'm in a losing streak. And admittedly, it's mostly because I keep insisting on playing stuff like Scion and shit. I need to play actual carries. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to have this kind of game again. And I decided to be very selfish. By stealing that farm, I'm able to reach level 6 a lot quicker. And as you can see, he's dying again. I just didn't want to have this. I want to be able to carry this game. And my teammates were telling me at this point, hey, gank bottom. So I kind of reluctantly did. And as a result, we failed. We had no wardens. We had no actual, attention to detail. So it was a really desperate gank. And it was just eating at me. I decided, you know what? Fuck my teammates. Ignore everybody. I'm just going to go for the win. I'm going to make myself farm. I'm going to get State to Devour. And I'm going to try to kill everybody. Hell, at this point, it was a very odd decision that I would normally not make. I decided to go for Annie, despite the fact that she's very dangerous and very big already, just because she had a bounty. I wanted to be the one to kill her so I could take that gold away from her. So I go in, and she destroys me. Really easily, too. Fortunately, Trundle does manage to kill her, so we get some gold out of that, and he's going to be able to push down the tower, so, again, I get some gold out of that, too. That's important. I'm going greedy. I need as much gold as possible. I need to get State to Devour big and fed. And I'm going to be using my team largely as a shield. I'll be using them to soak up the damage and me being able to sneak in and hopefully get the Tristana down. If I can kill Tristana and Annie's blown her load on somebody else, maybe I can wipe the floor with the enemy team. My teammates keep doing some very reckless things. Bottom is feeding. The Trundle's just straight out getting himself caught and murdered. So yeah, I can't rely on them. And I hate talking shit about teammates when they're playing the game and losing, but this is just one I had to put on, again, the big boy pants on. I managed to secure the blue against the Annie and just proceed to farm. There's not much I can do. My lanes have failed. I can't really pick off any kills. Most I can do is steal people's farms or look for advantages when they get a little too overzealous. Like here, there's obvious farm and experience available. I can't pass it up. I have to take it all. Again, my main focus will be take out Tristana and use my teammates as a shield. I will make it so if there's a chance to get some gold, even if it puts my life at risk, I will take it. I have to 2v1 or 0v1. Here, I normally wouldn't dive the Vi as much as I did, but I did so because I need any scrap of gold I can. My bottom lane teammates are kind of playing a little too greedy, as you can see, and they keep getting routinely punished. I can't help them. I can't help mid lane because Morgana's very tough, and top lane, as you can see, has already kind of been disappeared from the map. I'm going to be using Vayne as a sort of magnet because she keeps fighting some really awkward fights and finding herself in a really bad position. Now, here's the worst situation in the game. A lot of people go for Dragon despite the fact that there's no advantage to fighting for it, or you're too weak to fight for it. So my teammates forced to fight, and they pretty much got absolutely destroyed. For whatever reason, Trundle puts out a wall that ends up blocking his own escape. It results in him getting killed, Vayne getting killed. Everybody besides me and Karma died. Fortunately, the enemy team is kind of greedy as shit right now. they're very low health. Their mana isn't as good as it needs to be. So I'm just waiting for the right time to use my ultimate and go in. I will fail to steal the dragon, but I will kill this Vayne rather easily. They can't fight me because again they don't have the resources to do so. And Morgana gets killed. Tristana goes in against Karma, and I'm able to pick her off as well. I'm gonna just flash over the wall and finish her off, and then also secure the Leona. I get myself 3 kills right there, and I had the Sate to Devour, so that's a huge. Well, I had the regular Devour. It's a huge swing in my favor. Then we're also able to secure the Rift Herald. This is massive for me, and it's mostly because the enemy team got super greedy after having taken a massive victory against my team. Don't do that kind of shit. Like, yeah, you're winning big time, but don't force objectives just because you feel like you feel like you've earned an easy victory. My teammates were stupid, but don't respond by being just as stupid. My teammates are still losing though because they're not being very careful. But still though, to my benefit, the enemy is just as dumb. The Tristana uses her ultimate against Vayne, and as soon as she does that, I jump, pounce on her, and I'm able to pick her off. Leona and Vi are nearby too, and because they stood around for too long, they're going to be picked off as well. This is a very, very vital swing for my team. It feeds the Vayne, because even a dumb Vayne can still get some kills, and I managed to get myself my Sate to Devour. It's unleashed my power now. Trundle's able to solo almost anyone on the enemy team now, given that he's at least plays properly, which I wouldn't count on this much. I know, I'm insulting my teammates, but I normally wouldn't do that, but this game had me frustrating so much, I just couldn't bear through it. I was just trying to force myself to, play in a way that I am not totally comfortable with. But I had to do it because I really wanted to win. Any advantage we get, it keeps getting pissed away by teammates, so you gotta understand me on this one. Anyways, Tristana and Vayne are fighting once more on the bottom of the minimap, and I'm able to jump on the Tristana and the Vi again, and I'm able to pick them both off. Vi gets caught and gets killed by me, and then the Tristana by herself and her lonesome gets finished off with the Vayne. This is a very huge swing in our favor, and we use it to push down 2 towers. We push down the outer tower, the first one from the enemy team, bottom lane, and now we're able to take the next one as well. This is going well for my team. I'm able to reset the shitty situation they've put themselves in with some very timely counter ganks, and obviously picking up the Tristana. Again, I feel if I can kill her, the game will go in our favor tremendously. Now, as I said, the advantages are rather short-lived because my teammates kind of decide to do some very, very stupid things. Mid lane gets pushed down. We couldn't really defend it because we got Dragon. But Vayne decides that farm is very important and she needs to get it now, that she goes in a little too close and Annie's able to blow her up. For whatever reason, my teammates decide to chase, knowing that the enemy team is still there, and they get picked off as well. So that advantage we had will be completely gone already. We're in dire straits once again. There's no way I can defend it. I mean, I can push back the minion waves, but there's nothing I can do. They have control of the map. They have control of the buffs. So it's just infuriating. They can't play safely. Again, I ignored most of them, so I just couldn't listen to them. But it's one of those difficult games. They're pinging. I'll assume they want for Baron, but I'm not going to do it as long as Annie's alive. Fortunately for us, the Leona's in a really bad spot and gets picked off for free. Tristana, I wait for her to use her jump, and as soon as she does that, I jump to her, and even with her ultimate, there's no way she can remove me, so she gets picked off rather easily, and as a result, we get the Baron for nearly free. Now, the enemy Annie is coming close to us, but fortunately, the brand has the common sense to stop her from reaching us. We're able to kill the Baron, and retreat, and now we're in a semi-advantageous position. But I want you to watch the minimap for a little bit. Vayne goes down bottom to farm while she has the Baron instead of grouping up with the rest of us. Trundle too, he picks a fight with the Annie, and admittedly he has the huge advantage here. But the enemy team is going to respond in her defense, and my team is going to muster one that's appropriate. So Trundle dies for basically little effort, and the rest of us are not able to get any advantage out of this. We're not able to get someone in return. As you saw, the Vayne didn't even make an effort to show up until it was pretty much over. So once again, our Baron advantage has been pissed away. Fortunately for us, for whatever stupid reason, the Tristana hasn't gone home. The Tristana hasn't gone home, so she's very low health. You'll see her right now. There you go. And I'm waiting in the outskirts. I'm going to use my teammates as a shield, hopefully that Leona engages on them. So I can pounce on the Tristana and pick her off from behind the rows. The Leona and the Vi come in and they initiate, and as soon as they do that, I go in and absolutely quickly kill the Tristana. And I'm able to return the damage and start finishing off the rest of the enemy team. We kill the Leona, we kill the Morgana, and we go straight for the inhibitor towers. We make easy work of them. We make easy work of the inhibitor, and then we push the Nexus towers as well. They can't muster a defense against us, and they go down. My teammates still huddle up a little too close to me, and they get blown up. So this is cutting it very close, but our damage is a little too high at this point, and we're just able to take the Nexus. I almost get to take it down, but it doesn't matter. We secure the win, and thank God, because this game was getting on my nerves. I was hoping they wouldn't throw again. I know. I shouldn't talk too much shit, but still, hooray for me. This channel is supported by my sponsors, Crunchyroll, Pro Build Systems, and Loot Crate. Check out the description below for links to the websites. Signing up for any trials, including Crunchyroll's free anime trial, greatly supports my channel. Also remember to give the video a like to support the channel and subscribe if you haven't yet.